Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. Today we're going to be going into the Nether. Now some of you can probably guess why. On Sunday I put out a video about where you can find Nether Quartz in the Nether and what I think is the best place to go looking for it, and I wanted to give it a try on Hermitcraft. At the end of that video I went into survival mode and started strip mining at the very bottom, and I was finding the Nether ore like every couple of, I don't know, I was going to say minutes, but it was more like every 30 to 15 seconds of just going in a straight line there would be some nether ore, which was great. So I felt like I wanted to do that this episode. Now I've got some materials with me because I want to go and build a little outpost. I'm going to be going down to the bedrock layers. In fact, it's not the bedrock layers, it's the one above. So if you didn't see that video, there'll be a link on the screen or in the description box, you know how it goes, if you want to check out the details. But basically I think the best place to look for nether ore in the Nether is between layers 11 and 13, I think, or was it 12 and 14, somewhere around there, and we're going to go there and yeah, take advantage of all the nether ore that's down there. But before we do that, I want to show you that we can combine enchanted books like we have here. So how much is that going to cost? No, of course that's in the latest snapshot. Oh, I'm such a dummy. We are still on 1.5, but maybe I'll ask Generic to update the server and we'll be able to do that in a moment. So I guess that means that we're going to have to head into the Nether. But you can see that I've had 83 levels. I've had them for ages, and the way I've seen it is that when you want to do enchanting you tend to do a lot at once, or at least I do, because we had the Enderman farm. And so I could enchant all of this, but I'm going to go back to the Enderman farm at some point anyway. So let's press F3. We're already quite low down here. Now this is interesting, because I am fairly sure that at this level there are some lava lakes. I'm pretty sure there's one just back here somewhere. If I think about it, no, it's actually further up. Maybe not then, okay. So we are already at the right height, and the direction that we want to go is in this way, because that is where I know for sure there are some new areas. That's the direction that I headed in when I went for Nether Quartz ore before. So let's drop down to level 12, that's the best height I do believe. And we want to switch over to this one right here and make sure I've got a fire resistance potion, because I'm going to be in trouble if I hit any lava. But I'm going to go all the way till I find some Nether Quartz ore, and then that will be a good sign that we're actually in the right area. It shouldn't take me too long to get over there, and then we're going to set up a little outpost. Well, that didn't take long at all. Here we are, our first Nether Quartz ore. Let's mine it with a fortune pick, although my inventory is full. I need to put down a ender chest, because that has my silk touch pick. That's what I want to mine this with, just so I can hold more in my inventory. And there we go, and now we're getting some XP. Excellent. And that is why I actually wanted to combine those books. I wanted to spend up this 83 levels before I start doing lots of this. So I guess what I have to do is head back and bring some things to enchant. But another thing I touched on in that episode, let's just swap over these picks. This is my nether rack pick, by the way, because it has efficiency 3, which is still instant mine. One of the other things that I touched on was that you'd get a lot of XP. You'd get XP from smelting, which is one of the things I want to do with all the netherrack that I'm going to be picking up. And you would get XP from the nether ore itself. So that's why I'm going to build a little enchanting outpost down here. I'm just hollowing out the room for that now. So I would have spent those levels on combining the books, but maybe I'll speak to Generic right now actually and see if he has the time to do it. That would be great, because then we could combine them before I start doing my branch mining. And there's something else. I called it strip mining in the video. The technique that we are using is branch mining, and it's just one of those things. Strip mining is where you strip out everything in sight. So we would go in this direction, maybe with something as wide as this, and just strip everything out that you can see, whereas branch mining is branching off, you know, going in little tunnels and then dividing up and just trying to find all of the different Nether Quartz ore. But what we'll be doing is just going in a straight line. So I'm going to speak to Generic, see if he can update the server, and I will be building a little room here as well. Okay, the server has now been updated, and you can see that I've been doing a little bit of building here. I didn't bring any quartz with me or any nether bricks, so I've sort of been building this out of stuff I've been getting from doing the branch mining. And we've got a little table down here. I don't like the crafting tables. I thought that would look cool. Doesn't really look good, neither does the anvil, so I might put quartz down there so it's nice and bright, because that bit is a little bit dark. And I think I might have said before that I didn't like quartz and nether brick together because there's such a contrast, but actually I really quite like it. It's very nice. And do you know what? I've been playing too much Feed the Beast because I keep looking at stuff and thinking about using micro blocks. And that is one of the things I really like about Feed the Beast is the micro blocks. That's something that definitely should be in vanilla Minecraft, because if you think about it, the survival challenge itself, you know, that can be heavily affected by mods, and we all have a different opinion on that. But when it comes to building, surely having a little flexibility with detail and being able to do a few more things is a good thing in this game, because it's a very creative element of the game and it's all about aesthetics, and if you have more options then it's generally a better thing. But anyway, we can now combine these books. Where's the anvil? There it is right there. I think I'm going to put some quartz stairs there actually. I was thinking about putting wooden stairs, but if we put quartz stairs there and then quartz down here as well, it will really kind of link up, and I think this the bookshelves would blend in a little better like that. So we have a sharpness 3 and a sharpness 3. That costs us only 3 levels. Be interesting to see what sharpness 4 and 4 does. That is really cheap. I thought I'd be using up all of my levels here, so 2 power 4s to get a power 5 is just 4. This is the way to go. I think I need to investigate farming this a bit better and doing lots and lots of enchanting, because when you combine them that is very cheap to do. In fact, with such cheap levels, might it not be a really good idea to enchant those books at a low level, and then, yeah, picture yourself in the XP farm. You're enchanting books at a low level, so you can literally hit a few endermen, enchant a book, hit a few endermen, enchant another book, and then you can combine them when you get 2 of the same. And since it's really easy to combine them going up to this kind of level, cheap, not easy, yeah, that might be a really good method. That's something I'm going to have to try. We're going to have to go to the ender farm at some point and give that a shot. But what do I need to do now? I've totally forgotten. I think there was something I was supposed to do. Yeah, that was it really. I was going to enchant those books because we've updated to the latest snapshot. But now I guess I should go grab some diamonds or something like that. Maybe make a repair because this pick is running out. And yeah, because I got 78 levels to go through. Well, it would appear that I just derped up my recording. Oh, why? Anyway, I am such a dummy. I went all the way back to get some diamonds, and I got there, and I was like, well, my diamonds are in my ender chest, and I brought an ender chest with me. This is the kind of thing, I'm like, oh, I'm smart. I bring an ender chest everywhere with me, and then I walk all the way back, even though I have one. But when I got back, all the nether brick finished smelting, so I finished off the walls. It looks pretty good. I think I'm going to use a little bit of nether quartz in the ceiling, but maybe I could use birch wood or spruce wood, so I've got some of that in here. And I thought I was recording, I wasn't. I made some enchantments as well. And I got this pick right here, which is good because that's a building pick. Always like one of those. And then this, not so good one. Fortune 2, not really that great. Efficiency 3, I was thinking I could get an Unbreaking 3 book though, because we can enchant books now. I was talking about that a moment ago. And then that would be quite useful actually for mining in the nether. Like this pick that we have here, it's Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 3, so you can go through netherrack with it really easily. Yeah, so it's got a purpose at least, it's not going to get wasted. But I have gone in that direction for a very long time. It's really boring walking really far and then walking all the way back again. So what I thought I would do is go this way and branch out like this, and we will start doing that. We will come further down here and make another one, but we're going to go this way and then just turn around, I don't know, like after I've gone 100 blocks or however long I feel like mining for, and then I'll just turn to the right, go a few blocks that way, turn to the right again and come all the way back to this one here. So branch mining is not exciting, but there was just something that I wanted to address. Now, often or not, I talk about ideas in Hermitcraft, and the reason I talk about them is just to hear what you say. And I think a lot of people get the wrong impression. For example, when I talked about Asuma's World, I was literally just thinking a lot lately about, you know, what made that show different from Hermitcraft. People always request it to come back, and the way that I saw it was Hermitcraft was basically Asuma's World. It was me LPing. Oh, and here we go, we got some quartz. And I was using my fortune pick anyway, great. I wasn't even using my netherrack pick, so that doesn't matter. So Asuma's World, yeah, I considered this like, you know, just my LP, and that Asuma's World wasn't really any different from it. But it seemed like a lot of people thought there was something different about Asuma's World. Maybe I had a different approach to playing it at the time. And, you know, having a single player world does have its charm as well, because it's just you and the world and your audience, whereas on Hermitcraft there's a whole bunch of other people and they can, you know, come along and influence the game or just add a different dynamic to it. So a lot of you, I think, were also expecting Asuma's World to come back because I asked about it, and sorry to let you down, it's probably not going to come back anytime soon. At the moment, YouTube is my job, and the money's not been too good lately. I can't talk about it in too much detail, but you may notice on the occasional video I'm going to start putting in mid-rolls to help out with that as well, so I hope you don't mind that, but it means if I don't do that, it's quite likely that I'm going to have to go back to working for the agency, and then that means less videos. Basically, I'll have less time to play other games like SimCity and things like that. But let's not get too bummed out about it. Everything's good at the moment. I'm sure things will be fine. And yeah, so Asuma's World isn't coming back, but maybe it will come back, I think, if this whole YouTube thing one day blows over. Like I was saying, maybe it can't be my job anymore and I can't take it as seriously. That's fine, but I still will probably make videos because, you know, it's been really enjoyable and it's seriously a lot of fun. And I think I might go back to doing Asuma's World like someday like that, because it's very time consuming to play in that style that I did, because my style has changed. You know, I'm more talky now, like we're doing at the moment. It's just like that because I've got so many things going on, especially with Feed the Beast. That is a very time consuming game, but when I get to that point where, you know, I can just play more casual and the whole YouTube thing is kind of like just back to being a hobby again, then I'd love to play Asuma's World again and just have fun, you know, maybe make an episode a week, you know, spend lots of time in the world, something like that. That's what I kind of picture happening. And we also had the talk as well recently about the storage system, and again, I think a lot of people thought I was actually going to turn around and build one immediately. I'm definitely going to wait on that one. I do want to build a storage system, but when I ask you guys these questions, it's just to find out what you guys think, because I've always noticed that if you maybe don't have an idea but you've got some ideas, if you work with other people, if people just throw ideas around the place, someone might say something that in itself is a great idea or that makes you think about something differently. So I always like to discuss these things so I can hear your thoughts and opinions, and I feel like that really kind of adds something to my own, and then we can get further along with whatever it is we're talking about. So with the storage system, people have been sending me lots of video responses. I've checked out a few of them and I've seen some really cool ideas, but I'm yet to see something that makes me be like, ah, that's the missing piece of the puzzle, because I feel like, am I still I'm still going along with the fortune pick. I'm an idiot. Oh, what is going on? This is what happens when you talk, you don't concentrate. Right, let's just eat a bit of food. So with the storage system, yes, I do want to build that, and I'm going to wait and see what other people do. I've got a few ideas. People have been sending me video responses for their ideas as well, and I've seen some interesting mechanics come my way that make me think that it is going to be doable at some point, but I still feel like it's going to be way too bulky. And let's drink that fire potion. Now this is why I like mining down the bottom here, and I know that sounds crazy, and look, there's some quartz ore above me, I missed that. But I was arguing with Saigo Ryan about this, and he felt that it was safer because he didn't like the lava. But to me, lava isn't really that dangerous. I mean, I had my potion, you saw it only took me a split second to drink it, and then we're fine. We're all good again. And I'm going to put, oh, that was my only potion, so I should probably head back in about 8 minutes. But yeah, that's the risk, isn't it? You know, you're going to hit the lava. That probably isn't a lava lake up there. In fact, let's investigate. It might be a small pool of lava, but I've got a feeling it was just one by itself, perhaps. And has it gone? I think it was just one block that we filled in. Okay, so there you go. So that is why I don't think it's as risky. And even if it was a lava lake, it only takes you a moment to fill in that block and the lava stops coming down. Now if you were to go all the way to the ceiling, which is what Saigo Ryan likes to do, then you've got the risk of falling, and you have feather falling, but you can fall a fair way, you know, maybe 50 blocks if you're really unlucky, and that to me could take a lot of damage. And let's say you land in an unfortunate situation, maybe next to a group of pigmen, you accidentally click them, or I don't know, a blaze or a magma, then you could be in some serious trouble. Most likely it would be a ghast though. So that is why I like mining down here. It feels a lot safer, and also you have the added hassle of then having to go all the way back up to the top. But yeah, that's my little talk for now. I'm going to continue strip mining and get enough quartz so I can finish off the little room that we're building. And here is some right here. Wow, look at that. Just a few moments later, I hear the little ding-ding noise for the XP. I'm level 30 already. That did not take long. I know we had a few levels to start off with. That is something I didn't even consider. I probably should have timed that, get like a rough idea how long you're going to be doing this for. I was supposed to turn to the right and then mine my way back, but actually I want to spend that XP and enchant another pick. Okay, the ceiling is done, and you know what? It looks awesome. I thought too much quartz was a bad thing, but the underside texture is slightly different. Well, actually it's very different from the top, and it makes it quite different. And the lighting glitches as well, they kind of contribute to it, but that looks really cool. I am pleased with this little room. I'll put in the stairs here as well, so all of that links up. We've got the anvil here, and because it's the Nether, we don't even have to think twice about light levels. Things are just going to spawn in here anyway. Might be a good idea just to have a look here. Nope, because that's there in the middle, I don't think a ghast can spawn in here, which is good. I walked past a shop in the Nether recently and there was a ghast spawn in there. It was quite amusing. I forgot to take a screenshot though. Anyway, I've left some coal ore down here for smelting. I really need to get on a blaze farm at some point so we can bring blaze rods over here and then you can just cook tons of stuff with that. Left some books down here for enchanting, some fire potions, and then these are just for the netherrack that needs to be smelted and a few leftovers. Actually, I've finished building this room so I can take these back with me. I don't know why I've put them in there. I'll take the nether brick as well since we're done building this. And yeah, we're level 30, so before we leave we need to make an enchantment. Let's hope for something good. I've got 3 diamonds left, but actually I think I want to make a sword. This one is running pretty low, as you can see. So, need to get myself some sticks, that's what I need. Okay, wish me luck. Let's see what we get. And it's a naff one. Oh well. Anyway, I have another project in mind. Am I going the right way? What way is... Let's go through here for a second. Yeah, that's where I've gone branch mining. Okay, so when we want to leave, we go opposite to the steps. Yep. Anyway, I have another project in mind. We're going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to meet back with you in a second. So, before we move on to our next project, I want to show you something that I saw on Reedim's channel. He found a way to look through lava. Now, I've always known that it's possible to see through lava. When you're bobbing up and down in lava, there's that moment where everything kind of disappears. But he found a way to take advantage of that, so I am hoping that this is too deep, so I can show you it and try it out. I haven't actually given it a go yet, so I could have overlooked something, but that appears to be too deep, so let's place a block on the underside there. And, yep, I placed it in the right place, so we removed that. And now we want to swim upwards here. Ah, there it is. I thought for a second we weren't going to find it. So now we can sort of see everything that's around here. We can't see over in that direction, but basically what you can do with this is look for diamonds. And can I not find the way out? Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I've just realised as well that I have no way of getting back up until I do this. There we go. Okay, now I can get out. So what direction was it? I think it was this way. Anyway, I'm going to use this for a bit, see if I can find any diamonds. Okay, I found what I was looking for. I went back into an old cave because I remember there was a really big lava lake. But you can see here there's a little bit of redstone, probably not worth getting. So no diamonds. And I think I'm going to head back now. It takes ages to find these lava lakes because normally what I do when I go caving is just throw down a bucket of water because I think that's easier. But now that I know this, I think what I'm going to do in future is bring an ender chest like I always do, and then whenever I see a lava lake like this, I can yeah, take a potion out of the chest and then have a look for some more diamonds. Take that. Go away. So I'm just on my way out of the caves and I saw this old machine right here. X-ray machine. I'm sure you've seen one of these before. When I look down there I noticed that you can actually see just under the lava as well. So this would be a possible way to spot for diamonds. If you had the zoom key like you have in Optifine, which I don't have installed because we're on a snapshot, then you could possibly zoom in and scout some out, and maybe if you made one of these down on a lower level it would be easier to see under the lava, because if you're lower down then you're going to see more of the blocks underneath than if you're higher above them. But anyway, we will now be moving on to the project that I've been talking about for the last couple of episodes, the automatic record farm. It's going to be really easy to set up, I think. All I need to do is get a skeleton, out of what's it called? Totally forgotten the name of it. The little thing that gives them pumpkins and they put them on their heads. I think that's going to be easy to do because there was a bug a while ago that I don't think has been fixed. I haven't seen it in any of the snapshot updates, where skeletons would always pick up items if you threw them at them, whereas zombies it's just a percentage chance, or maybe it's just supposed to be like that. So as soon as we get a skeleton come through here, I've got to figure out a way to cordon them off, kill the other ones, and then we'll take that skeleton and lure him around here. I've got to think about this. I've got to sort of plan it out, but I'll do all of that off camera. And when I come back in a moment, we should have a skeleton in the right position, which is just going to be over to the side here. The rain! Oh, it's so annoying. And you wouldn't believe what I've just been doing. I've been waiting around for mobs to spawn, to come down here, and nothing's happened. And it took me ages to think, oh, maybe I didn't turn the mob spawner on. So I went in there, and of course all of the lights are on, so no mobs can spawn. So I turned on the lever, came out here and waited again, and still no mobs spawned. And then I found out that I didn't place the lever in the right place. So I wasted a lot of time just waiting for something to happen. When nothing would. Anyway, I've just taken a trip all the way over there. The valve is now shut off, and the creepers that were in here a moment ago have despawned. So we can get rid of 2 of these guys, and then take one of them out. Oh, that's not what I want to do. That's just falling down. Okay, right. So, we're going to get shot. That's inevitable, but let's try... Oh, one-hit kill. Should that really be one-hit kill? Or have they taken damage somewhere? I'm not sure. They shouldn't have taken damage anywhere, it should be fine. So how do I want to get this guy out of there? I haven't really thought about it too much, I've just blocked it off. We really need like a sign or something. And maybe I can just remove the water and take him out on this side here. That would probably be the safest thing to do. Let's grab some stones, so at this height here, and his pathfinding's good, he'll be able to walk along. And then follow me, and then this is where things are going to get real tricky. Let's break this glass. Do that, and look at all those arrows as well. Oh, now you're going to be following me. Yep, going to get hit a lot. Why won't you come over here? That is strange. Don't want to walk outside. You've got a helmet on. You should be fine. Oh, maybe the AI will still make him stay under a block because it's daytime, even though it's raining as well. Let's see what happens if we push this guy back in there. I reckon he's going to walk straight back onto that spot and stand there again once we're out of view. Yep, and now you're not going to move, are you? Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to wait for night before we can do anything else, and I'll just stand here with my friend. Okay, the moon is rising, and any moment now this guy is going to count it as if it's night time, and then he should walk out from under there. There we go. That was the exact moment right there. So, he's going to follow me. I haven't really laid out a path, so I should probably remove these. I'm terribly unprepared. Been standing around waiting for too long. Okay, he's going to stand whenever he can see me and just continuously shoot. So, I'm going to lure him over to this bit here. And this is where it's going to get tricky, because as soon as I block up the front, I think he's going to walk out and pathfind to get to me. So I need to block up the back behind him. Oh, come over this way. But I also need him to walk directly into this little bit here, which I think he's going to do. No, 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 come this way. That's right. There we go, excellent. Okay, now he's standing in the exact position I want him to. And I've just got to be quick. And we did it. Cool. Now there is something else that I wanted to see. When I was sizing up that gap, it did look like if you stand over here, you can get the I was about to say snow golem, the skeleton to shoot you. So what I plan on doing is once I put in my hoppers down here, I'm going to put half slabs on top of them, and then I'll just put a snow golem in there to die, and then I'll probably stand around this side, although I need to come over here to use the thing to switch it to the XP farm. But basically I just have to stay out of the line of sight there. Maybe for now I'll do that and block it off, and we'll look at things from this side, because I'm going to put glass here, you won't be able to see me. And yeah, that is it. Okay, so I'm going to make these changes, and then I'm going to get some snow and a pumpkin, and we'll test this thing out. Okay, I think we are now ready to test this. You can see I put the hoppers in place. I had to move this guy over, but now he's hidden just behind these blocks. And what we have to do now is place a snow golem. This might be a little bit tricky actually, because you have to put the pumpkin on last, And I think it means we're going to have to go up there and break some leaves. That's probably going to be the best way. And of course I don't have any to replace it. It kind of annoys me that it does. But we'll just patch it up with something else for now. So, where exactly is it? I think... Yes, that is it right there. So if we go plomp plomp, and the skeleton can't see us while we're up here as well. Okay, shooting back. There we go. And now he keeps shooting. Awesome, that is an automatic record farm, and it looks like it goes right through the middle of both blocks as well. So let's patch this up with some wood, and then we can go down and turn on the farm. Oh, this is so cool. And he can't see me because I blocked it up. You can hear he's still firing. Okay, send mobs to XP farm, yes please. That'll change everything. And here goes a skeleton. And it's going to take a moment for them to go up and drop back down, so I'll be standing here waiting and watching. Okay, a creeper just went up there, and this is pretty tedious actually, because the mobs don't build up here because they keep getting killed, so I'm sort of waiting around, checking every now and then, and I've got 1 record so far, so that's kind of proof that it works, but we really want to see this thing in action, which is a little bit tricky to catch. And that creeper's just gone up there, but there'll be 1 other mob up the top, and oh, that's good, we've got a couple of skeletons following it. Okay. Because 1 mob is going to stand at the very top, and that's so that they don't jump up and down, and then when they fall down they wouldn't have jumped. So if they jump right before they fall, then they die when they land here. So even though that creeper had gone up, there'd be 1 more mob in front of it, but now things should be good. We're going to catch it in action. I'll probably just make a cut here and wait till this guy falls down. Oh, there he is. No need to make a cut. And what record did we get? We got number 11. Awesome. And that sounded like another creeper actually. It was. We got blocks. Excellent. Okay, well I think the proper thing to do now is have an AFK test. I am Spoon is on the server. There we go, 1 more record. Perfect. So at the moment things are going to be a little bit slow because the mobs haven't been spawning that fast. But yeah, I'm going to do some AFK farming and we'll see how many records we can get. Well, let's take a look at what we've got. In here we have quite a few records, but also this double chest as well. Look at that. That is awesome. All I had to do was stand around and that skeleton done all the work for me, which is great. However, I did get disconnected from the server, and when I logged back in, this guy was no longer shooting. If I remember Sarc's video correctly, I think that's how they're supposed to behave when the world, or perhaps when the world, but when you log out of the world and log back in, it'll stop shooting. So possibly when the chunks unload as well. So if I were to take a trip to the other side of Avalon and then come back, he might not be shooting anymore. So that prompted me to make this little hatch door, and every time I walk up here I see the bright green and I think it's a creeper. It always makes me jump. But I made this little switch here, which I won't open at the moment because there's still mobs falling down, and that just opens this little piston door. So what I plan on doing, and I did bring a chest with me, it's just leaving a chest somewhere around here, maybe just... Nope, I had a feeling that might happen. Actually, I think that's above the ceiling or something like that, so we could leave a chest there. Just leave some snow and pumpkins in there, so if ever I need to refill this. And that vine is convenient because standing on top of a chest and jumping up to the next block, I'm not sure if you can do that because it's slightly lower. What am I on about? Is that... I really want to know if that's possible now. Or if I'm just being silly. So one other thing I need to point out, or talk about, is when I came over here, I saw a creeper up on the roof, which is not a good thing. And look at me, struggling to talk and craft. Yes, so I saw a creeper all the way up on the top there, and it despawned as I made my way over, so I know that there's some spawning area on top of these trees. I need to go up there and light them. Right, so let's find out if I'm standing on top of a chest. Oh, I can jump up. See, it's very slightly lower. I always thought you couldn't do that. That's good to know. Not that it would probably ever be useful. But anyway guys, that is another episode of Hermitcraft right there. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, and you know it helps support the channel and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.